This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime. In association with Micromax. Nothing like anything.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of Heads Up. We're coming to you from Delhi University where the admission process has finally begun. It's begun a week later than planned due to the standoff between the UGC and Delhi University over the four-year undergraduate program. The four-year undergraduate program is now scrapped and the colleges have been working over the weekend to make the transition from the three-year program to the four-year program as smooth and as comfortable for the students as possible. This year we've seen some extremely high cutoffs, which is something that we expected, but this is because the honors courses, the seats in the honors courses have come down significantly, and this is because the four-year undergraduate program has been scrapped. So the high cutoffs that you see right now will come down in the second and third lists. This is what the colleges are saying, and these are slightly unrealistic for now. With some students at IP College, they've been lining up the entire day to fill their forms for English honors. How has your day been so far? How's the admission process going?
It's good enough, but we are just waiting for the cutoff to get some lower because it's really too high. We can't even lift it up, man.
Have you been waiting since last week for the cutoffs to come out? How is the delay? Have you been waiting for that last week or were you here before?
Yeah, I was waiting for this first for the admission, for the result of this 12th standard. It was something like waiting, then boom. Now we are again waiting, then boom. And that too with such a high cutoff that we can't even lift it over. Like it's something, oh God, what is it now?
What are you applying for?
English honors.
Okay, and is this your first option?
No, I had two options, BJMC and English honors. Okay. So I had to apply for any of them. So I'm quite happy that I've got English honors here.
Yes.
It's a nice college.
Yeah. Are you happy that FYUP has been scrapped?
I don't think so. I think it offered us more courses, which everyone really asks for these days, a variety, and nobody did actually let it be there for a while. Like, it takes time to build a foundation for a new course. So I think the revolts were for no reason. We should have given it some time. Yeah.
That is exactly what I think. I was actually looking forward for FYUP because it gave us so many options. So I was quite sad because when I have to do masters, I need a four-year course for that.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to it, but now that it has been scrapped, I think it's okay. We don't have any option now.
Are you guys all from Delhi?
Yeah.
You're from Delhi? Okay. What are you looking forward to most in college now that you're going to come to DU?
I think the societies over here, the drama society and the literature society and all those things. Or Delhi, the glamour and all.
What about you? What are you looking
Dance society.
Dance society?
Yeah.
What about you? Are you going to apply for different extracurricular groups, or what are you most excited that's going to happen in college?
Bunks.
You haven't even got your admission. You're already deciding you're going to bunk classes.
Bunks, canteen, friends, more musty kind of something.
Yeah, all that filmy style that we got now, all films that they show a different image of colleges. So we are expecting this too.
What image do you want your college to be like?
Little bit, yeah, a friendly class like that. Dance society, fashion society, everything.
More often a lenient teacher, please.
Yeah.
We want to score better.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to shopping.
You're looking forward to shopping?
Yeah.
So none of you are looking forward to, I'm going to study this new course and learn more and or something. You have to do that. These are the students at IP College. They've been waiting the entire day to fill in their forms and to submit them, and they're going to get verified inside. Excited for college to begin, and yet slightly nervous or not really?
Very nervous.
And nervous as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's really that fair. I don't know, I think the percentages are really high, the cutoffs. It's not fair.
And do you think it can go any further than this? We're going up to 99.
No, I hope not. I have no idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But so, good luck to you, and obviously you've got in, so in that sense it's good, with a 95% for history. But I also have somebody who also had 95% but hasn't made the cut. Let's talk to her. what is the deal with you've got 95%. I would imagine that it's a very good percentage, but what happened?
Apparently not, because I included math in my top 4. I have to get 97 for history, and I got 95. So I didn't make it.
So disappointing with you with all the hard work and yeah. You know, I want to ask you as a parent, you know, where does this leave students in the fact that we're competing for 0.5 percentages and it's pitching students against each other in such a dramatic way and in a horrible way?
I think it's traumatic because how do you tell a child who scored 95% that you should have done better? You know, it's just not fair. With percentages being at 99.33, are you trying to tell us that, you know, the answer sheets were absolutely perfect in a subjective subject, theory subjects like history and English? Children have answered 100%. I mean, there's no room for doubt. It's a bit unrealistic.
How has the transition been over the weekend when colleges were immediately asked to revert to the 3-year undergraduate program?
There are colleges which have had to revert to not having honors at all or reducing their number of honors courses very, very significantly, and it's a very pathetic situation. This transition has been, you see, there was no problem with the transition as such. The university has been extremely supportive. But the university had a diktat and the principals committee had a diktat. I was on the principals committee. You may say even directive and not diktat, that go back to 2012-13 format. And that's what we have done. Given the constraints of the situation and the constraints of time in particular, we tried our best to come out with a system which would imaginatively incorporate the departures, the deviations or the anomalies, and also to restore the process as per the directives received from both UGC and the University of Delhi to revert to the 2012-13 format with its list of courses and with its seat matrix.
What happens to those students, the second-year students now?
You know something, I am really not competent to answer that question. I am very worried, extremely worried as a principal. As I say that, you know, a committee more competent than ourselves has sat down as the UGC standing committee, which is constituted of student leaders, teacher leaders, other intellectuals. I'm sure they will do, and a colleague, I'm sure they will give us a directive in the best interest of these students. Beyond that, I can't say anything. We have not received anything, so we cannot make our workload, we cannot make our timetables, and of course, lots of people have lost their jobs. Huge numbers of young teachers have lost their jobs as a result of this, you know, rollback. And my heart goes out to them also, because many of them have, you know, come back to lament about their situation, and I have no answers. Personally, I have no answers. I hope the system has some answers for them. I hope the competent authorities have answers for them, because we need to think holistically of the university and its systems. So I really don't think that I have any answers at this moment. When it comes, as usual, as principals, we'll do our best to implement. We will leave no stone unturned. For me, they'll always remain a very special batch. And since we've thrown out the baby with the bathwater, at least in my own college, I was talking to my council yesterday that let us retain the features of, you know, research methodologies or project work or skill learning, because these are important things for our students, I feel. And I'm just very sad that these students are, in a sense, left high and dry. Whether, you know, and we should take collective responsibility for that.
I'm joined by Hindu College Principal Pradyuman Kumar. So thank you very much for talking to us. High cutoffs as expected. Your college, of course, known for commerce, economics and so on, and very high percentages in these courses. Seats will go up very quickly.
Definitely. See, Hindu College is a preeminent institution of the entire country, and students from all over India, they come to Hindu College. And definitely commerce, economics, they are the most sought after courses. And first cutoff is always very high. This time also we have kept it high because we don't want over admissions to take place, because there is always a chance in second and third list to come down.
Right.
So we take that precaution that over admissions do not take place. And since these are the most prestigious courses, even our science courses are most sought after. So we have all round high cutoff in the first list.
So, and I believe that over the weekend, all college principals had to work very hard because you've gone back to the BA programs. How hectic this week has been, and is it now under control going back to the older programs?
See, situation is definitely under control. We had already worked it out in anticipation. Once we got the UGC directive, we were working on that. So we went back to the 2012-13 situation. In our college, we didn't have any specific problem because we had only BA program and BSc Physical Science with Chemistry and Electronics. We did not take any new course last time. So it was, for us, it was merely switching back to the 2012-13 era.
We're with some second-year students at SRCC. These are students on which the four-year undergraduate program was tried and tested. They're feeling kind of betrayed at this point. We kind of feel like guinea pigs. We're going to talk to them a bit about what do they think about the four-year undergraduate program being scrapped and how does that change their plans. Are you happy now that the four-year undergraduate program has been scrapped?
No, I'm not happy because once you go halfway, you should go fully through, and because I think it wasn't implemented properly. This policy that is coming right now, I think it's a complete result of the politics that has been going, because it was the agenda of BJP and the ABVP to scrap FYUP. But if it has been implemented, and yes, DU wants to meet the international needs of the universities, then definitely I'm not happy, because, and also the study load on us is going to multiply. And also we've planned like in third year we'll decide for coachings and all that. Now all of that has now been failed because there is no proper planning between us. And also if someone is doing CA or something other thing, he'll not be able to focus on that properly, because he has to now focus on BCom honors also.
How do you think the university is going to accommodate the four-year undergraduate program students? How are you going to be able to finish your degree now in 2 years? Any plans yet? Has the university spoken to you? Has the college given any report?
The college has not given any. They are just planning that the subject we have not studied DCs in first year, they are merging that subject which we have not yet studied with the remaining subject, and they are forming another DC.
Well, how does this change your plans? You were talking about how you need to now alter your plans. Now that you need to finish everything in 2 years, how does that change? How does that affect your life plans?
Now the burden has increased now. We have to read more subjects in 1 year, and the plans has totally changed. Like I'll be planning to do CAT in third year. Now I'll have to do in second year, and the burden has increased. Now I have to do work with ECA, my studies as well as preparation for the future. Now burden has increased. They haven't even consulted us for implementing like last year 4-year program. We are like guinea pig for them. They made experiments on us, and now they are even making on us these experiments.
We have I'm doing CA, so I thought that in first year, second year, first 2 years I will do research on something like finance, and I will do something in the college on that basis. Now I have not time for all these things for doing research, and now I have to focus on my studies. So these things will affect our life.
Do you think that it might have been a good idea for the university to continue with your 4-year program and then begin the 3 years for the present batch? Do you think that would have worked?
Yeah,
if you guys...
Yeah, because if it has been implemented, then you should, don't try to scrap it, because I don't think FYUP was a bad thing. Because people who are doing BCom honors from Delhi University, it's a 3-year course. And if you go abroad, you have to do an extra 1 year. So at least DU made a step to, meet up to the international standard. It was a good thing. And FYUP wasn't that bad. It was completely a result of political agendas, because ABUP from the past 1 year, it was, it was painted on the walls that scrap FYUP, and no students have not been consulted at all. There has been no feedback and all that. And like I was doing UPSC, I'm doing my UPSC preparation. So I kind of didn't enroll for any coachings, because I thought I would do that in third year, because I would have time for 2 years at least. But now I can't even get admission into the coachings for IAS institutes. Now everything which we have planned has not gone through properly. So we're facing a lot of problems.